What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Kama kawaida, it's your girl Syra Brown, and today I decided to do a nude makeup. My face is already green and my eyebrows are already shaped, so I begin by aligning my eyebrows using eyebrow gel, uh, when you have those rough eyebrows and you want them to at least be smoother, to at least simplify your work, you have to use eyebrow gel. Yes, so I went in with this eyelash shade, brown shade, to define those eyebrows. So I just decided to use a brown one, I just want a natural look, a nude look. So I just start by drawing a straight line at the bottom of my eyebrows, like you're seeing here. And I just realized that at the outer corner, this shade aren't even visible, so I decided to take a darker one. Yes, so I just draw that line at the tail of my eyebrow to make it more visible. Yes, so the next thing I did, filling in that eyebrow. My dear girls, this one is always complicated, especially when it comes to outer corner or at the tail of an eyebrow. That arc is always the trickiest part when it's come to drawing an eyebrow. But anyway, my dears, when you get used to it, that's it. Yes, so I decided to again take my brown shade so that I can draw at the beginning of my eyebrow, so it can look natural. Yes, and the look is giving. Yeah, the last thing I do is to comb it so that I can blend all that shade, all that color together. So I define it using my pro concealer. I prefer using a pro concealer. You can use a concealer of your choice, but as for me, I've been using a pro concealer, and yes, it's working properly with me. Yes, so I just decided to do outer corner or at the tail of my eyebrow, and then I start defining at the beginning of my eyebrow. Notice that I did not put a lot of concealer. When doing this, you should at least use the less amount of concealer. We are not using too much product on this matter, as you can see there. Yes, so I made sure that also I blend the whole product. Yes, I don't want a messy work. You can see how good is the result. So you can see that I decided to blend in with my finger. It gives out that neat work, and especially when you use a finger. It's just something that I realized. Yes, and I go in still with the same pro concealer. I apply that pro concealer, because the next thing I'm going to do is apply an eyeshadow. And because I'm still needing this nude makeup or natural makeup, so I go with that brown shade. I just slightly tap in the less product. I don't have to put a lot of it, just slightly tap in the less product and apply it using circular motion on your irid. As you can see what I'm doing here, I'm just applying a little, very little product on my irid, and you can see it's a little bit visible. It's brown, but just a little amount of it. You don't have to apply too much of it in this case. Yes, the same thing that I'm going to do on the other side. I'm going to put same product, the brown shade, on my irid, and as you can see, using the same circular motion, applying the product, I applied, and you can see the result. And outer corner, at least you can try to put a little bit amount of it, not too much, just a little bit of it. I prefer that way. It's look more beautiful in that case. Yes, yes. And on the other side, I do the same. So both eyes are all equal. Make sure that both eyes are uniform, not one side has too much, one side has got rest amount. So on the other case, I decide to go in with this at least brighter color on at my inner corner of my eyes. I decided to go with this slightly bright color on my inner corner of my irid. Yes, at least to cut that crease. It's not really cutting it, but at least it's brighter. It's less brighter on this case, as you can see, and almost look like there is a crease. There is a cut crease, as you can see, although we haven't yet used concealer on this matter. It's the concealer is not important here. Yes, so you just only use the brighter color at the inner corner, and that's it. Yes, and using this fluffy brush, it's always preferable in this case. As you can see, it will give you it will not give you that hard time when applying it. So I go in again by applying this modern not concealer, modern primer. That is to make my foundation settle properly, and I make sure that the primer sinks in properly. I go in with this Fit Me. I go in with this Fit Me product or foundation. I mix both of them because I feel like this one is more brighter. So I don't want something that is actually that bright. We didn't go for a brighter shade here. You're not going for a brighter makeup or a shouting makeup. You're just going in for just a faded makeup. Yes, natural nude, whatever it is. Yes, so I apply this product all over my face using this type of brush. I first of all apply it using this brush, then later I'm going to use my beauty blender. Of course, when I use this brush, it's going to give those harsh lines. This one is not actually used to blend completely the foundation, so this is just for applying all over the face. Then we can finalize the process using a beauty blender. As you can see, I went in with my beauty blender there, making sure that I blend all the product on my face. Also, when you're blending the foundation, you should make sure that every part of your face is completely blended and every part of your face has got the product. Not some places have product, others don't have. So again, I continue by highlighting my inner part of my face using same pro concealer. This is the best concealer I know. Mhm. But maybe I'm gonna try another type of concealer and see how it works on my face. Yes, on this case still we are not gonna use much product. As you can see, I'm trying to use as little as I can, and I used a modern setting spray to make it more easier when it's come to blending. I want it to be somehow moist. Yes, and you can see blending that product under my eyes. Yes, and also make sure on this matter that also the concealer is properly blended and sinks in completely, as you can see here. This one will give you the final result will be absolutely amazing, as you can see here. Yes. And also notice the type of beauty blender that I'm using. I'm using a very tiny beauty blender on this matter. I always prefer when it's come to consider using this tiny beauty blender. It makes work more easier, and also using different type of uh, beauty blender, not the same beauty blender I used blending my foundation. Yes, I go in with this Fit Me poreless setting powder. I don't also go in with too much product, just as little as possible. Little bit of product. This one will make the final result be impressive. Also, I go with this model highlighting palette. Yes, I'm gonna use the. I don't like using the powders the to for baking. I don't really like the baking. I use this one to highlight the same way you can use to bake your face. This one is much easier, and I feel like it's correct the little amount of product. In that way, I feel I'm safe with it. So I usually go with this one, and yeah, I'll prefer this one always as a makeup artist. Maybe probably I'm gonna use the other type of uh powder, the powdery form, but as for now I just use this one. I like it too much, especially when it's come to um, highlighting. It settles in properly. I love it. So I highlight my cheeks there to give my face a shape. Yes, and also not forgetting my forehead. Yeah, you should give that glow, my dear. And actually, for highlighting and contouring, I always use powders. I'm always using powders. I think I'm usually comfortable with this. And as you can see, I'm actually using a powder to contour my lower part of my face, my lower jawline. And a brusher, also the same palette, Modern. Yeah, I love red brushes. Oh my god, all the time, all day, I go with red brushes. So I apply that brusher on my temples, and as you can see, the brush are quite nice. I don't like also using a lot of product. I can use a lot of product if in case it's other type of makeup, but for now remember we are doing a nude one. And also for highlight, not highlighting, contouring my forehead, I go with this lead brusher. These some of the tricks you can, or hacks that you can use when you're a makeup artist. Yes, also I use a modern highlighter. This one gives beautiful glow. Yes, I've been using this for quite a while, and yeah, I've been loving it. Doesn't have any problem with it. So same, I use a model eye pencil, no, eyeliner. Let me tell you something, my dear girls, when it comes to doing this wing is the hardest. First of all, you have to draw a straight line at the bottom corner of your eye, then join in the line uh, with another one at the top. You will draw a line at the bottom and another one at the top to join both of them together. But then remember, this one is not as easy as you think or you may think, but as a makeup professional, this one gets easier. If you are not a makeup professional, you're a beginner, then this one you have to actually take your time. Girl, when it's come to learning makeup, it's something that you have to be patient on. Yeah, and as you can see, I'm finalizing it. It's not as easy as you can see, but it's just that I've just done it a lot of many times. I actually can't count. Yeah, and I actually love the wing. Oh my god. Looking nice. Nice work there. Look at how that wing is very sharp. Wow. I already did all my eyes, both eyes, and I already did the eyelashes. So for this, for my lips, I prefer to go in with a brown eye pencil. Remember, still the reason why I'm using a lot of brown is because, again, as I'm reminding you, is because we are still doing a nude makeup. A nude makeup meaning it's not that shouting or mostly unnatural, almost unnatural makeup. And yeah, I'm loving the lip. I'm loving my lips, the outcome, and I'm loving that eye pencil. Also, I go in with this brown model lip gloss. This it almost looking like a lipstick, but this a lip gloss. The texture is a gloss. I actually don't need even to apply a lot of it. I just have to apply under my lip and join in with my upper lip, and that's it. And you can see how beautiful it is. And this is the final look, and oh my god, I'm just loving it. So I'm going to finalize by using this model setting spray, and yeah, that's it.